So who knows what game it is behind me? I ask people to raise their hand if you have seen this game. And a whole bunch of people have put their hands up. So let's have a look and see if Ethan knows what this game is. Ethan, can you tell us what
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird? Have you played it?
No.
You haven't, but
I tried
you've
to
seen.
press too hard.
Excellent. You've heard about it, right?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent work, Ethan. Yeah, so the game behind me is called Flappy Bird, okay? So we are going to build Flappy Bird today. It's going to be a little bit tricky because Flappy Bird, the fun part of Flappy Bird is that it is so well balanced with the physics of the bird, okay? So the bird flies higher when you press the screen on your mobile phone, and then when you let go, it slowly drops again. Okay, so it gets really, really hard because the gaps between the pipes will keep on traveling past your bird, and then you have to try not to hit the pipe. Okay, so that is Flappy Bird. It doesn't really make sense, right? Why would there be a bird flying in the middle of some pipes? It doesn't really make sense. But this game has become a multi-million-dollar hit around the world. Okay, it is such a simple game. The people who made it actually only made it over the course of something like 3 weeks to make this game. We are going to try and build it in one lesson. Okay, so we're going to try and build it in one lesson. But if we have time, then we're going to try and improve it and make it as close to the Flappy Bird game as possible. If not, we'll still have a very cool and fun game to play. So now we are going to update. Oh well, actually, we'll decorate these buildings later on. But what I want to do is we're going to do the code now to create these obstacles and make them move across the screen. Make it move across the screen. Okay. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'll put the pipes on this side of the screen, and then they start off over here, and then we're going to clone them every couple of seconds, and then once they get cloned, they move to a random height, and then they move across the screen towards your Flappy Bird. Okay, we go into control, and then we go stop all. Stop all. Okay. So we press play. If we touch the hippo, then we stop all. The whole game stops. Okay. So if not, then it keeps on going, 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 and then if I bump into it, whole game stops. Okay. So I'll just show it one more time. So the game is going across. But then if I touch, then the game stops. There is still quite a lot of things that we need to do to finesse this game, just like Flappy Bird. Okay, so for Flappy Bird, we're not just controlling directly the bird going up and down. All we need to do is we need to make it, give it some physics. We want to press a button so that it flies higher every time you press the button, and then it glides down when you're not pressing the button. And that's going to make the game really, really hard and really exciting. And then we can also make it so that we add a scoring system so that for each pipes, each of the pipes that go past us, we can keep track of the score as well so that the player can see how well they are going. So if you have any problems, send me an email, and if there is a major problem, then I can send you the code that I'm using so that we can all pick up from the same spot next week. Okay, until next time, see you later. Bye-bye. The next part is we're going to add the case for when we press the space bar, okay? So we're going to events. Then we go when space key is pressed. When space key pressed. And then we drag it underneath our existing script. The next thing is we're going to make it fly. So when space key is pressed, we're going to repeat something 10 times, okay? So we go to control, and then there's a repeat 10 times loop. So this is not the same as a forever loop. A forever loop makes it go on forever. But we only want it to fly up a limited amount of times. So go repeat 10. And then this is where you can experiment, okay? So in motion, you can go change X by 10. You change it by, say, I'm not sure, 5 or something like that. And then when you press the flag, you can test it by pressing space, okay? Whoa, oops, I got X by 5, which is wrong. Because Ian pointed that out before. It was supposed to be, here we go, whoa. No, it is not flying high enough. So I need to change that again. So when space key is pressed, I'll go change Y by maybe 10. Try that. Yeah, sort of working. Maybe I'll make it so that we repeat a few less times, but then make it go higher. So this is where you can adjust, okay? So you can change the repeat number and also the Y number to make it so that your game feels like the way you want it to feel. So I'm going to change these numbers a few times, and then you can copy me once I get it looking and feeling right, okay? Here we go. This looks, no, it's probably not quite enough. Not quite good enough. Maybe 18. Whoa. Ah, this is good. All right. So I think I found our magic number, but you can change it yourself if you want to, okay? So I'm having mine as repeat 6 and then change Y by 18, and then we repeat that 6 times. So you can change your all your numbers to make it so it's more comfortable for you. But remember, it is a hard game. It's not. It's going to make it a little bit frustrating, and I know that we had it as quite an easy game before, right? When you're following the mouse, but when you have the controls like Flappy Bird, it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit frustrating, and it's totally fine. Okay, it's not your fault. The game was just made like that. Okay, and at the end of the lesson, if you would prefer that we follow the mouse instead, then I can teach you how to make it follow the mouse instead as well. Okay, but this game is designed to be hard, so don't be afraid that you keep on losing or keep on dying. Okay, we are building a hard and frustrating game.